Walkthrough, Part 18 as Soldier's Mess Hall, Save 18. Make your way down the stairs. There's a water fountain against one wall, so drink up for a healing. When you're ready to leave the room, climb onto the rubble. Look for the bar hanging from the wall. Wall run to grab hold and then swing to the next bar. From this higher bar you can reach the ledge in the corner of the room. Jump to it and climb up. Edge around to the other side and leap to the bar. Swing to the next set of ledges, then jump up to the top ledge. Make your way around and snag the retrieve. Once the retrieve is, well, retrieved, go back around the ledge and leap to the upper bar. Use this to swing to the balcony. Then it's just a matter of a wall run across a gap. Pass the locked door and step on the tile switch. The door opens and you're set to go outside, into the sun. Your next task is lowering the drawbridge. It won't be too difficult. Go left when facing the drawbridge and keep running until you reach the end of the walkway. There's a bar ahead. Leap to it, then swing to the next bar. You now must reach a bar above your noggin. You've done this one several times already. Vault off the bar and jump when you hit the wall to spring yourself back at the higher bar. Piece of cake. Make sure you're facing the short roof and leap to it. After climbing up to the next floor, you'll have some more fancy footwork to attend to. Look out for all of the crazy spiky poles and booby-trapped floor tiles. The first ones are perhaps the trickiest to get past. Hang from the edge of the walkway and shimmy as far left as you can. As soon as the poles pass you to the right, get up and move left, but drop down again once you are past the column that blocked your shimmy in the first place. Let the poles pass right again, pull yourself up, and you're clear. Next up are two poles moving back and forth at opposite moments. You can't bypass them or shimmy the edge because of the spikes floor. Major bummer? Heck no. Get behind one of the poles, wait for it to reach near you, then follow it as it heads back. After you pass the other pole, which is now headed the other way, step into its lane and you're clear. The next part looks tough, but is very easy. Two poles move east to west simultaneously and there's booby-trapped flooring in front and back. Impossible? Hardly. As soon as the two poles touch the wall and are starting back towards the front end of the walkway, wall run across. You'll activate the spike, but you'll be running above them, so you'll be fine. You may want to switch to the alternate view if you have trouble seeing the spiky pole movement. That's it for the traps. Get to the end of the path to find a lever hanging from the ceiling. Run straight up the wall and jump off to pull the lever and open the door. Head back inside and run down the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs is another lever. This one you can reach by simply jumping up. After all, you do have some hops. This slides out a long ladder so Farah can climb on up. Once she's with you, head to the closed door at the top of the stairs. The trigger for the door is inside the room. Have no fear, your girl gets on her hands and knees and crawls underneath. With the door open, enter the room, grab the retrieve, and pull the lever hanging from the ceiling with the old wall run to a jump. This lowers the drawbridge. Head outside and move along the walkway for a moment, keeping an eye out for a wood platform on the level below. This appears before any booby traps. Climb down onto the platform and make your way to the drawbridge. Before stepping onto the bridge, drink from the fountain and take out your sword. As soon as you set foot onto the bridge, a brawl ensues. This is about as tough as the previous fight, but fortunately there's no furniture to halt your movement. As always, keep moving, avoid being surrounded, and use your slow time power if you are having trouble keeping up with your enemies. The freeze power is dandy, so it's never a bad thing to use. Once all enemies are decimated, heal yourself and step onto the save point for a look at what's coming up. Walkthrough, Part 19 The Drawbridge, Save 19. Cross the bridge and enter the next room. No traps in here, just a lever that needs to be rotated. This closes the door you just came through, but opens a way into the next room. What follows is a bridge-raising adventure. Your goal is to ascend the half-formed bridge up to the top of the tower, but there's a lot of trickery involved. First you need to get to the proper lever. Start up the stairs. There is a lever at the top, but do not pull it, that comes later. Your job is to turn around at the top of the stairs and wall run to the flagpole. You can then turn and jump to reach the next highest pole, turn and jump again, and finally jump to reach the higher platform. Pull down the lever. Farah then comes up the stairs and pulls the lever, which articulates the bridge. Let Farah get on the bridge and pull your lever a second time. To prove her usefulness, Farah climbs a series of steps and gets to the next lever. She pulls and the bridge ascends and articulates. To one side of the lever is a stepping stone. Use this and the wall run to grab the ledge. A saw blade runs horizontally. Let it pass to your left, pull yourself up, then grab the higher ledge and get up. Leap backwards onto the bridge and then jump from the bridge to the large hole in the wall. Drop down onto the outside balcony. Run to the right. There's a bar sticking out, begging to be grabbed. Smash the barrels in your way, then wall run to the bar. Swing and leap to the other side. There's a doorway back into the tower. Take it and you'll see that you are at another lever, one you can pull with the standard wall run and jump. This articulates the bridge to you. Step forward, onto the bridge, and your girl pulls another lever, which swings you in front of a hanging ladder. Of course, you can't reach it with a jump, so leap across the gap and grab hold of the ledge on the wall. Move to the ledge above and you can jump backwards to the ladder. Climb it. Run past the closed door to find the final lever. You can reach it with a jump. Pulling it does not unlock the door, but does provide a ladder for Sarah to climb and join you. Get back to solid ground and meet Sarah at the closed door. Looks like there's no way through, unless she can fit through that tiny hole in the, well, there she goes. My. Sarah opens the door. Follow her through and approach the bridge, where several vultures wait. They still attack one at a time, making this a fairly easy contest. When one goes low, block and then strike. It's that easy. Cross the bridge and watch it crumble. Guess there's no going back for your luggage. Your gallon squeezes into a hole, but the trigger tile is broken, so you'll have to find your own way inside. To the right is a water fountain where you can refresh yourself, and to the left is a save point, where you can smoke some peyote and have yourself another vision. Walkthrough, Part 20. A broken bridge, save 20. Walk to where there was once a bridge and drop down. There's a ledge you can grab automatically if you drop once, so do so. Edge to the right from the ledge and jump to the tall column. Slide down the column and jump to the column on the left. From here you can jump to another pencil-thin ledge and shimmy around to the left, all the way around to the next side of the building. It's time to do a reverse Mario. You've jumped from wall to climb, this time you are doing it to get down safely. The principle and action is the same. Leap from the ledge to the wall and when you hit the wall, push off with the jump. As you ping-pong from wall to wall, gravity slowly takes effect. However, once you land, you can't jump around and congratulate yourself, as the flooring collapses. As soon as you touch down, run left until you reach a wall. Run up the wall and jump off to grab a bar above just as the last bit of walkway collapses. Jump to the left to safety and Farah comes out from the balcony above you. Apparently she's found a great place to have tea or something. That's good for her, but you still have to find a way to her location. Drop down on the other side of where you're standing. There's a ledge before you hit the ground. Stay on it and leap across the thin cracked ledge on the stone corner. Shimmy around the edge and leap backwards to jump the gap and land on the platform with the retrieve. Take it. Hop onto the column to your left when facing Sarah. Leap from the column to the ledge to the left of Sarah. She runs off to the baths, well, She was sort of smelling the place up and suggests you meet her there if you ever want to see any action again. And by action she means evil sand demons trying to rip out your intestines. Shimmy as far left as you can and drop down to the ledge below. Do some more shimmying until you get back to solid footing. Remember that part in your recent vision where you had to walk across a very, very narrow wall? Well, it's time for some of that. Walk onto the thin bridge. You will automatically walk toe-to-toe, with your arms out for balance. All you need to do to get safely across is move slowly. Remember, this is a high wire act, so you must more slower than a walk. Think crawl. If you start losing balance, stop moving. Get your balance back and continue. On the other side, head right. You'll find a water fountain if you need it. The next puzzle room is not particularly puzzling. At least, not yet. Go down the steps and to the right. There are vultures here, but they don't notice you yet, which is perfectly fine. Run along the wall to the right and jump backwards as you near the corner to launch yourself at the flagpole. Swing from pole to pole until you reach the landing with the save point. Walkthrough, Part 21. I'll meet you at the baths. Save 21. Drop to the level below. To one side you'll see the top of a thin wall, which you can tiptoe across. Do so and then jump the gap. Continue your way clockwise, jumping the next gap you come to. You'll soon find yourself unable to go further, as a crushed metal gate across a gap can't be landed on. When you reach this point, look to your right. Leap to this next wall. As soon as you are at the next wall, pull out your sword. The vultures you've seen circling now come in to attack, one at a time. You know the timing of this. When a vulture rears back and screeches, take your swing. If a vulture knocks you down, quickly climb back up. You cannot complete this puzzle if you fall to the ground, so should you get knocked down, rewind yourself back on top of the wall. Don't move until all the vultures are dead. With the feathered beasts destroyed, sheath your sword and jump across the gap onto a rotted gate. Make your way onto the skinny post. From here, look for the corroded piping sticking out from the wall. Make the leap and then carefully walk up to the corner platform where a lever hangs from the ceiling. Pull it to open the door below you and produce a ladder you can use to climb down to the ground floor. Before going to the door you've opened, make a 180 from the ladder and go through the thin hole against the main wall. Grab the retrieve. Now it's time to head to the door you opened, which is on the other side of the ladder. Enter the room and pull the lever. This shifts several gates and releases several scarabs. As you come out of the room, the newly opened gate is to your left. However, go scarab hunting first. With all of the scarabs sliced, head through the recently opened gate to find a pull lever. Grab it and yank it back as far as it will go. This raises the large gate at the exit, however there's no way through yet. Instead, the raised gate is going to help you cross a gap you couldn't reach before. The gate is slowly closing, so you must act quickly. Climb the ladder and retrace your tiptoe path all the way back to the ledge below the save point. As the gate closes, it provides a wall for you to run across to the other side, where you can nab a retrieve and find another room with a lever. Pull it to create another fun ladder. Wall run across the gap to the platform with the new ladder. Here you'll find an orange tile. Stepping on this tile opens the large door for several seconds, just enough time to slide down the ladder and escape. But hold on, Skippy, you are not quite done. See the barrels near the tile? Smash them in the wall they protect. Go through the hole to your favorite place on Earth, the Fountain of Life. After drinking from the fountain, it's time to leave. Step on the tile to open the door and quickly run to the ladder. Slide down and head through the door. Follow the cavern until you are blocked by rubble. It's time to take out your sword and smash some rocks. With the path clear, enter the subterranean baths, a place where Farah cannot be found. Walk across the beam to the other side. Head right and drop onto the thin ledge below. As you make your way right, the ledge crumbles. This is not a new puzzle for you at all. Drop to the lower ledge and continue until that ledge crumbles, then drop again. From the lowest ledge, you can drop safely into the water. Be careful, as the stream will attempt to pull you over the edge. Take out your sword and head to the island. Make your stand there as the scarabs attack. When all beetles are destroyed, grab the retrieve. With retrieve in hand, head across the stream and up onto the ledge. There's no save point here, but you do get a vision-like view of what needs to get done to make it through the underground cavern alive. Start by tiptoeing on the beam over the giant waterfall. Once on the other side, drop down onto the ledge and make your way right. When the ledge crumbles, you knew that was coming, didn't you? Drop to the lower ledge and head left, then drop down to solid ground. You cannot run along a wall of water, but you can easily make the leap from one ledge to the other across the gap. To line this up correctly, just put yourself against the wall and jump through the water. Yes, you are fine jumping through the waterfall and you will land on the other side safe and sound. It's pretty obvious that the next step is to cross the log. But it's not that simple. Once you are about halfway across, a new menace appears, bats. These guys are easy to wipe out, as long as you are ready for them. When you see a flutter of wings moving up towards you, take out your sword. Bats attack as a group and take a few seconds before they do any damage. Wait until they are on you, then swing your sword and you'll take out most of them. Any that remain, back off. Don't swing your sword. Instead, let them get close again and then swing. When they are all dead or fly away in fear, finish your walk across the bridge. At the next platform, it's just a matter of a full wall run to the left. To get to the next level down. Don't worry, you will drop safely onto the landing in the corner. Promise. Drop down onto the ledge on the left side of the landing. Make your way left. As you near the waterfall, more bats come. Take out your swords and slash them. Once they are taken care of, make your way to the end of the ledge and leap backwards, across the waterfall, to the next ledge. Make another leap to the ledge beyond. Cross the log. Oh, hang on, the save point is just ahead. After you cross the log, wall run to the save point. Be sure to pay attention to the vision and save your game. Walkthrough, Part 22 Waterfall, Save 22. After your vision, you awaken on the step below the save point. No worries, as this is where you want to be. Do your tightrope act across the log and then smash through the wall that blocks your path. The shaky wooden platforms ahead are as unstable as they appear. This is an easy series of wall runs. All you need to do is keep moving and you'll be fine, running across the wall to bridge the gap between each platform until you reach solid ground. Take a drink of water from the puddle if you need it. Break down the wall ahead and move forward into the next cavern. There's another series of collapsing platforms here. Wall run across each. When you reach the final platform, perform another wall run. Do not jump, there is a ledge on the wall that is hard to see, but if you wall run, you will grab it. As soon as you are on top of the ledge, whip out your sword. There are bats coming. Wait for them to cover you, then swipe. Once they are scared off, shimmy along the ledge until it crumbles, then leap up to grab the ledge above and continue your travels to the right. When you can move no further, it's time for some stalactite leap in action. Jump backwards to grab onto the stalactite. It's sad to say, but this cavern doesn't floss, so its stalactites are calcium deficient. Hang on for more than a few seconds, and the stalactite break. Quickly position yourself to face the wooden platform against the wall. Leap to it. This platform, of course, will crumble in a second, so run along the wall to the next platform. Here's where it gets really fun. You need to wall run and then leap to the next stalactite. Run along the wall and jump when you reach the stalactite's shadow. Turn around on the stalactite and jump to the next and then to the ledge on the wall. Move along the ledge until you can go no further. From here, it's just a matter of leaping from stalactite to stalactite. Boy, that's really not a fun word to say over and over. Though your eyeballs may fool you into thinking you need to climb up a stalactite to make a jump, you do not. Just turn and jump. You'll eventually reach solid ground where you can save your game and enjoy the beauty of another vision. Walkthrough, Part 23. A Cavern of Ladders, Save 23. Hop up onto the ledge to the right of the save point. Move along to the end and jump backwards to grab onto the stalactite. Jump from one stalactite to the next until you reach solid ground, where there's a lovely retrieve waiting for you. You don't have to climb any of the stalactites, just move into position. Don't panic, take your time and you'll get the job done. Cross the bridge, which won't give way, so take it easy and watch the cutscene showing the room ahead. This is really just a long series of wall runs. Following the first run to the wooden platform, which, again, doesn't give under your weight, take out your sword. When fighting the bats, your approach is the same, however, be sure to stand away from the door and the wall so your sword doesn't bounce off and ruin your swing. Wall run to the ladder and slide down. Run along the wall to the platform to your left and take the ladder down. Take out the bats, then head right for another wall run. Continue to the next platform, which is a ladder that will take you to the bottom. Once you hit the water, take a drink if you need health and head through the opening. There's a wall in need of smashing. Do the deed and continue down the tunnel. At the other end of the tunnel is your next puzzle room, which features your first chance on the ropes. Before tangling with the room, go ahead and get to the save point. To do this, turn left and climb up the rubble. Run straight up the wall to get into the alcove above the rubble. Turn around and line yourself up with the rope. Run and jump to grab the rope. A rope works like a combination of a bar and a column. You can move up or down or rotate left and right. To swing on the rope, hold down the special action button and press the direction you want to swing. Swing to the left and leap to the save point. The vision shows what you'll need to do to clear this room. Walkthrough, Part 24. An underground reservoir, save 24. Facing the save point, jump up onto the ledge to the right. Make your way to the right, about halfway around the ledge. Below is another ledge with a small plank extending from it. Drop down and walk the plank. Jump across the gap to the next plank. Head left and continue that way, moving clockwise around the 4 pillars at the center of the reservoir. At the second pillar, you'll encounter some bats, so be prepared to stand and fight. Continue on to the 3rd pillar, where part of the walkway breaks. However, you can jump up to the pillar and climb to the 2nd tier of the tightrope-like catwalk. Move to the middle of the catwalk and look for the rope, which hangs in the center of the 4 pillars. Jump to the rope and then jump across to the ledge against the decorative bars. Edge to the left and you'll come across a plank that connects to the wall. Cross it halfway. See that rope nearby? Jump and grab it. Turn to face the rope that looks much too far away. To the right of it is a lighted archway. Swing on your rope and build some momentum. When you jump, push forward while in the air and you'll just barely grab the rope. Phew. Turn to face the archway, swing and jump through. Now it's time for some old-fashioned booby trap lovin'. Straight ahead is a nasty pincher jaw and above you'll find dual saw blades. You need to run up the wall, grab the beam, and avoid the blades. The trick is to wait for the top blade to be headed right but not be to you yet, the lower blade headed left, and the pincher closed. Then get to the ledge and pull yourself up as the top blade passes and quickly move to the left towards safety, with the blade right behind you. Before moving on, there's a retrieve available. Move to the opposite wall and drop off the ledge. There's a pincher jaw to the right and a lovely retrieve to your left. After getting the retrieve, You need to wait for the pincher jaw to recede, then run up the wall. In the next room, pull the lever to open the large doors on the floor. Some bats appear when you do this, so take a moment to slice them up. Jump into the pit. You'll grab a ledge that is safely above the spinning blades. This one's just a matter of timing. When the top blade has turned beneath you, drop. By the top you get down, it will have moved on. Then drop quickly to the next level. Keep your finger on the circle button and drop the moment it is clear. Move forward to find the crate in your way. Grab hold with the R1 button and push it into the water below. Now you have a way of getting back up, which will allow you to get the next retrieve. From the edge of the broken cage, jump and pull yourself on top of the cage. Get to the ledge on the right and move along to the right until you are halfway across the long beam suspended over the water. Jump to the rope and turn to face the alcove with the retrieve. Swing and jump to it and nab the retrieve. Get back onto the cage and make your way back onto the rope you just leapt off of. Turn left and you'll see another rope in the distance. You can make this one. Swing and jump, then make it to the next rope near the corner. To the left is another rope, so to your swingy dingy and leap to it. Your exit awaits if you simply climb the rope. However, there are a couple of goodies in the light alcove above. Swing to it and hop inside. Inside is some goodness. First you should get to the mystical well. Wait for the pincher jaws to recede and run up the wall. Leap at the top of your run to grab the bar above. Shimmy along the bar until you turn 90 degrees. Turn around and swing to the higher bar, then turn again and swing from bar to the high ledge across the room. There's a weak-looking wall here. Bash it and travel to your fantasy world where you gain a little extra health. After your hallucinogenic voyage, drop off the ledge. Look underneath the ledge for a retrieve. Now it's time to get out of here. Wall run along the right wall and jump back onto the rope. Go towards the light to exit the reservoir. Now that you've climbed the well, there's still some more to do before you can save your game. Get ready for your biggest fight to date. At the start, there are only several minor sand demons servants. They have boards with nails in them, eep, tetanus, but are easy to handle. Do not use any sand powers when dealing with them, as these three are just a precursor to a much tougher battle. As you battle the blue knights and large sand warriors, remember to keep moving. Don't ever try to vault over them, as they will knock you down. Instead, dodge to the sides to get behind them. The power of delay is good here, and of course freezing enemies never hurts. If you need an immediate restore on your sand tanks, there's a retrieve on one corner. Move around the arena to separate your enemies and don't forget to block. When everyone is dead, make sure to grab that retrieve, then head to the save point for a vision regarding Zera. Walkthrough, Part 25. Out of the well, save 25. As you step into the next room, drink the water you step into, you're gonna need your health. The next room is one fun puzzle. The floor is covered in spikes and there are 2 tiles on the wall. Leap to the rope hanging in the center of the room. Your first target is the white tile, which will open up the wooden door to the right. Get some momentum going and press forward as you jump. As you hit the tile, jump backwards to vault back to the rope. Grab out and wait for the rope to go still. The door is now open, but the gate remains. Position yourself on the rope so you're facing the yellow tile. Swing back and forth to gain momentum and leap off. Hit the tile and leap back to the rope. The gate stays open for only several seconds, so you must immediately swing to the doorway. If you miss on the first swing, forget about it, as there's no way you will get there before the door closes. You'll have to hit the yellow tile again. To the right of the stairs is a retrieve. Grab it before continuing. Look for the yellow tile on the wall. Grab the lever and pull it back. This opens a door far away, but also engages the defense system. What else is new? First you need to avoid a spiked log. Let it pass above you, then run across the white tile to produce a platform. Jump to the platform and climb it before the log can hit you. Run along the right side of the wall when the saw is at its lowest point. When you are above the booby-trapped spike floor, jump off the wall to land safely. Now head up the stairs quickly, rolling under the turning blades and through the door before it closes. It's time for another fight. Fortunately, this one is a little easier as there are only a few blue knights among the mix. However, there are quite a number of lesser sand demons in the mix. Best of all, there's a pool in the center of the room and there is enough of a delay between enemies spawning that you can refresh yourself in the middle of a battle. Don't go exploring the area. Instead, stick to the main room of the harem and do not fight near the curtains as they can cause some bad camera moments and get you killed. Take down everyone, then run to the save point for another of them freaky visions. Walkthrough, Part 26, The Sultan's Harem, Save 26. Now it's time to find Sarah, who has curiously chose the harem as the spot to meet up with you again. Is love in the air? One can only hope. Stand in the pool, facing the save point, and turn 90 degrees to the left. Go through these curtains. Pass underneath the archway and you'll find a breakable wall to your left. Bash it. Check out the sand goons behind the door to the right. You'll be fighting them soon enough, but first you have to reach them. There's another breakable wall ahead of you. Do your thing, chicken wing. Continue forward and find the only curtain you can move through. In the next room is an easy-to-spot retrieve. Nab it. Now, where to go next? Head to the gate with the yellow symbol. The camera should pull back to reveal a lever hanging from the ceiling. You can reach this by running straight at the gate and jumping at the top of your run. This opens a gate back by the save point. Return quickly. You'll note Sarah being accosted by some sandies through a closed gate to the save point. Run through the curtain to the left. Part of the floor is missing from the next room, so run along the left wall, over the gap, and jump off as soon as you start to descend. To the right is a retrieve, which you should grab before running to Farah's rescue. You can't lollygag for too long, because Sarah is in actual danger. Heading into the next room, look for the breakable wall, punch through and look left for the next breakable wall. Finally you are with Sarah, who is being attacked by some ghouls in a small corridor. Though you won't face the kind of staggering odds you've dealt with in the past, you can get into trouble sticking to the corridor. Get yourself into the open area where there's a pool filled with water. You do need to keep an eye on Sarah, so you can help when she's in trouble, but in the small corridor, she will sometimes shoot you by accident. It's best to fight in the open and return to the corridor whenever she is under attack. However, if you do decide to stay in the corridor, vaulting off the walls is highly effective. Once all enemies are defeated, you automatically go to the save point for a new vision. When you awaken, Sarah is holding you and she says something you just can't believe. Oh, the powers of the Sultan's harem.